What's going on, WWE fans? You're watching The Ring Report, where the wrestling never stops. Subscribe, hit the bell, and let's break it down. What unfolded on WWE RAW tonight wasn't just another main event. It was a full-blown implosion, a double countout, shattered tables, and one of the most unexpected betrayals in recent memory left the entire arena in disbelief. What began as an intense tag team showdown turned into a night of chaos that fans will be talking about for weeks. CM Punk thought he had found backup, but the events that followed proved that in WWE, trust is always dangerous, and alliances can crumble in an instant. An explosive tag team showdown. The evening's main event pitted CM Punk and Jey Uso against the powerhouse tandem of Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed. From the opening bell, the energy was electric. The match was a brawl from the start. Four of WWE's most intense competitors colliding in a brutal, fast-paced war of pride and dominance. Breakker's strength was on full display, tossing Jey Uso like a rag doll, while Reed used his size and sheer power to ground Punk. But Punk's resilience and Jey's explosive offense kept them in the fight. Every counter felt like a potential match-ender, and the audience could sense that something special and dangerous was brewing. The battle spills beyond the ring. As the match built toward its climax, things spiraled out of control. The referee's count hit 10 as all four men continued to fight outside the ring, ending the match in a double countout. But the sound of the bell did nothing to calm the chaos. Instead, it triggered an all-out brawl. Breakker was sent crashing into the steel steps, the impact echoing through the arena. Punk attempted a suplex on the floor, but Bronson Reed countered with sheer power. Jey Uso delivered a thunderous forearm that staggered Reed, setting up Punk and Jey for what looked like a career-defining moment. Destruction at ringside. The pair began clearing the announce table, their eyes locked on Bronson Reed. Punk pounded away with sharp right hands as Jey climbed the top rope, ready to put Reed through the table in a moment the fans were already on their feet for. But before he could take flight, Bron Breakker charged, spearing Jey out of midair in a shocking collision that sent both men crashing to the ground. Reed wasted no time, crushing Jey against the barricade with a thunderous splash that left everyone wincing. The crowd roared as Breakker dragged Jey into the ring, holding him steady for Reed's devastating tsunami. It felt like the end, until CM Punk re-entered the picture. CM Punk fights back. With adrenaline and fury, Punk grabbed a steel chair from ringside. The arena erupted as he swung wildly, forcing Breakker and Reed to back off. For a moment, it looked like Punk was about to even the odds. Reed slid another chair under the ropes to Breakker, and what was once a wrestling match transformed into a standoff straight out of a war zone. The tension was electric. Four men surrounded by wreckage, each one ready to swing for survival. An unexpected arrival. Then, without warning, the crowd's roar reached a fever pitch. Logan Paul's entrance theme hit. The self-proclaimed social media megastar and current WWE sensation walked down to ringside with an icy confidence. Fans were confused but excited. Was Logan here to stand beside Punk? To restore some sense of order? After all, Logan had been teasing his rivalry with Punk for weeks, but no one expected him to show up in the middle of this chaos. As Logan climbed into the ring, he stood shoulder to shoulder with Punk. The audience buzzed, anticipating a united front against Breakker and Reed. What happened next, however, silenced the entire arena. The coldest betrayal on RAW. In one swift, shocking move, Logan Paul revealed brass knuckles hidden in his hand, his infamous trademark weapon. Before anyone could react, he turned to CM Punk and leveled him with a single, devastating punch. The crowd gasped as Punk fell to the mat, motionless. The betrayal was instant, complete, and absolutely ruthless. The same man the audience thought was there to save Punk had instead shattered any illusion of alliance. The shockwave of the moment rippled through the arena. Some fans screamed, others simply stared, speechless. The fallout begins. The wrestling world immediately erupted. Social media exploded with reactions, hashtags, and theories. Fans debated whether Logan had joined forces with the young powerhouses, or if this was part of a bigger scheme. Was Logan manipulating Breakker and Reed to elevate himself, or had the three of them forged a new, dominant faction to take over Raw? Either way, one truth was clear. CM Punk had once again found himself betrayed in the harshest way possible. What it means for CM Punk. For CM Punk, this moment marks another brutal chapter in his WWE story. Ever since his return, he has faced resistance, skepticism, and chaos. But this betrayal hits differently. Logan Paul, a man Punk had publicly dismissed as a showman rather than a wrestler, has now positioned himself as both an enemy and an opportunist. Punk, known for his resilience and ability to rise from the ashes, now faces perhaps his greatest test since rejoining WWE. His pride has been wounded, and his trust shattered. The question isn't whether he'll strike back, it's when. And when he does, the entire locker room will be watching. A new alliance or a power play? Meanwhile, the partnership between Logan Paul, Bron Breakker, and Bronson Reed leaves the Raw roster on high alert. Each man brings something unique. Logan's cunning and charisma, Breakker's intensity, and Reed's unstoppable force. Together, they could easily dominate any division. But in WWE, egos clash as quickly as they unite. Will this new alliance hold, or will it collapse under its own ambition? The seeds have been planted for a storyline that could reshape the landscape of Raw. Fans left speechless in the crowd. Reactions were split between stunned silence and outrage. Some booed Logan for his deceit. Others couldn't help but admire the audacity of the move. Commentary teams called it one of the coldest turns in recent history. Longtime fans compared it to some of WWE's most infamous betrayals, moments that redefined careers and ignited rivalries that lasted for years. This one, however, felt raw and unpredictable, fueled by modern ambition and social media swagger. Looking ahead, as Raw went off the air, questions outweighed answers. Would CM Punk return next week seeking revenge? Would Logan Paul explain his actions? Or would he let his smirk do the talking? And most importantly, was this the birth of a new faction, or just another one-night manipulation? Whatever the case, the message was clear. Chaos has returned to Monday nights. Trust is a liability, and betrayal is the new currency of power. Conclusion. Tonight's WWE RAW delivered one of the most shocking and emotionally charged endings in recent memory. The match may have ended in a double count-out, but the story that followed stole the spotlight. CM Punk's night of courage turned into a nightmare, and Logan Paul's actions have reshaped the Raw landscape. Whether this is the start of a new era or just another chapter of deceit, one thing's certain. The WWE Universe won't forget this night anytime soon. The road ahead promises revenge, redemption, and more chaos inside the ring. And for CM Punk, the fight is far from over.